All right, guys, we just finished streaming, and I normally don't record skin videos or videos like this in general, so we're just gonna, one take it a little bit. But Valve, as I'm sure many of you know, have released an update, and it's a big one. They added retakes. No, that's not what you're looking for. They added the ability to trade up 5 reds into knives. Yeah. So now everything's changed. So I'm sure everyone's freaking out. My inventory alone is worth a shitload of money as well, and that it's a little scary, but who knows? So 5 reds can now trade up to knives. So everybody's trading up all their skins, getting tons and tons of knives. They're being flooded into the market probably in about 7 days. No one knows what's going to happen. So everybody is freaking out. Everybody's freaking out. I tweeted this earlier. The market cap is 5 billion. It was 6 billion about 5 hours ago. Yeah. That's a fucking massive drop. Massive drop. So nobody really knows what's going to happen, Right now, everybody's just panic selling. CS Float did the math on all of it, and it said, what's the impact of new trade-ups? There's 20 million coverts, which are reds. Even if you traded up every single lower tier skin to a covert, it only adds 9 million more. In the worst case, if all 29 million of those coverts are traded up, it roughly double the supply of knives and gloves from 5.5 to 11 million. They say only. If it doubles up, what is that? 50% of all the prices? That's everybody that's invested in their knife. 50% gone down the drain, right? So who knows? Will it drop 50%? Maybe. There's a very good chance. Could drop even more. We don't even know. Right now, it's already 50 to 60% on a lot of skins, dude. So I just figured I'd just make a vid. We go through some community reactions. I give some insight. You guys can see what's going on. I haven't seen any videos like this, so we'll just see what people are thinking, dude. Right now, there are approximately 5 to 8 million goals. I think it's the same thing as earlier. So same thing as earlier. About 11 million, I think what it was, knives or something being injected into the economy, which is insane. Okay, I don't want to freak the fuck out, panic sell, everything's over right now. That's exactly what's happening right now. I wanted to also include this because Flom gave a little bit of insight. He talked about buying a hot rod for $1,200, and then the next week it almost doubled in price, right? So he talked about how China and a lot of people are manipulating the skins and how it's terrible for the market, and then there's no entry into the market because it costs so damn much. And he was making the point that Valve either does something or, the next step is literally locking our accounts and they don't have this anymore, which is valid because a ton of people cannot afford skins at this moment. So I think it's fair that he says this, but, at the same time, a lot of people are losing money, and not just the high tier guys either. Think about the average guy that has $500, $1,000 in skins. They're still losing 50% on their stuff too. So it hurts them just as much, but hopefully nothing too crazy for a lot of these people, but it's definitely going to be something we have to keep our eye on. It. Anomaly woke up and he tweeted, I had this tweet up for a long time. Let's see, 4K likes. Damn, this price crash will be biggest one to date for knives and gloves. I've been actively trading since 2013, and this is by far the update with the most impact ever released. CS market will never be the same. And he's a huge trader, bro. Can't afford a knife. Valve released an update. I checked the market. Can't afford coverts. Yeah, bro. We'll see. Worst thing of everything is Valve created the single most degenerate gambling frenzy for knives. I'm very interested in skins, obviously. It's not looking great, but nonetheless, I feel pretty calm. We'll sit back, see how things unfold. And he's probably one of the biggest skin traders, too. He owns a website and everything like that. Valve knows what they're doing. This will kill cases. New cases won't have knives. This is a measure against anti-loot boxes laws. Oh, yeah. I think we got into that over here. Yes. There are rumors that according to EU laws or laws in other places, that Valve may be pushing away from loot boxes and going full Genesis terminals to avoid gambling completely, to stay within laws and stuff like that. So this is combating that. No one really knows at this moment. Right now, all we know is that the market is completely affected by what's going on right now. Yeah. Let's see what else. I just have a few things here. CS is not dead. People leaving the markets have soft paper hands. Today's insane. I understand CS markets will adapt, live on, and reach new highs eventually. I was showing this on stream too. Everyone was spamming Cope, dude. And then Ivan, who is a big skin trader, I believe. I've never done business with this guy, but I think he does big deals. We survived a lot in the CS community, but this one is just a bit too much. Prices will go down massively. I expect at least 50% on gloves and knives, 50% on reds, pinks, and purples. It's already at 50%. So right now we're looking at whether it keeps going past 50 or if it recovers. I hope it recovers. I have a pretty big Steam inventory, but man. Let's see. I got contacted by a guy asking. I like this tweet because this is real shit for him. I got contacted by a guy asking if I'm going to fuck him over for the money he's promising a deal we did. Because the way CS works now is like you have to do 7-day trade holds. So you give the trader your skins and they pay you in 7 days. And he's still paying out what was promised. So honestly, that's a huge dub by this guy. I just wanted to include it, bro. And this guy's a big skin trader. I was just showing the amount of money some people could have lost. If he is anywhere near this 1.5 million evaluation and it's down 50% on knives, and he has pages and pages of knives and gloves, bro, some people are not happy. Some people are absolutely not happy. And that leads to this where hopefully nothing bad happens, but traders are going to lose a lot of money, but I think the worst for regular players. Some players invest a couple thousands will genuinely have lost a large chunk of their net worth. This is senseless, dramatic, but people will blank their lives over this. I don't know what YouTube rules are, bro. I'm not an avid YouTuber, you know, but it's fucking insane what Valve makes drastic changes without thinking of the repercussions. Yeah, bro, people have done a lot of crazy things over money, and hopefully nobody out there is gonna do anything crazy over this. I do hope everything recovers, but a lot of people are freaking out, man. Like, a lot of these people tweeting are like big traders, and a lot of them aren't. I had a lot of people in my chat with just a few $100 that were stressed. Everybody was asking questions what to do. I don't think anyone knows right now. Nobody knows. I wish I had more answers. Say, yeah, buy now, sell now, do this, but I don't. This has never happened in the history of CS. Like this moment, like this. People are gonna remember this. China fucked around with skins and found out the inevitable finally happened. Obviously, the market will adapt. True value will shift from item to item until everything's finding its natural balance. What he's talking about is how China was manipulating all the skins. Like, remember the EG holos, for example, from a couple weeks ago, how they shot up like 800%, whatever it was, and then crashed right back down. They were doing it with all the other skins recently. Maybe Valve took action. You know, that's another theory. Maybe they said, you know what? You guys can't be doing this with the skins. We're gonna end it. And this is what their reaction was. Nobody really knows. You know? We already went over this. So, you know, I hope the market recovers. Will it recover? Nobody knows. I hope you guys didn't lose much money. Are you happy about it? Are you sad about the update? Are you excited? Do you think people are going to quit the game? Will they come to the game? More people have access to skins? You know? Well, are a lot of people going to quit because they lost their skins? Who knows, man? Just let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you think, you know, this is a good update, if this is a bad update. Personally, I'm a little salty that I lost some money, but I think more people having access to skins is a good thing. But I don't know what's going to happen with the loot boxes and stuff like that, you know? So, well, I guess we'll find out, bro. I'm excited to see. I'll be live every day talking about it and going over it. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We can leave this in. Hey, okay, all right. Yeah, like and subscribe. Bye.